Hey, welcome to What the Fuck's Dave Doing Today? Anyways, yeah, day drinking and we're day snacking. And I got some pork belly here. And I got this at Walmart. It's already cut into strips. It does have some of the skin on it, though. So I'm going to try to make that crispy skin pork belly thing. Figured this is the cheapest way to go because they're like 10 bucks a piece for 3 slices. So all I did was put little boats of foil. And we're going to prep this fucker and stick it in the oven. 285 degrees, 2.5 hours. Need a good knife, though. And we're going to score the skin. And not the skin. I lied. So what's Dave doing today? So I got one of these little doohas here, you know, with the little spikies. And all I did was kind of stab through the skin. We're going to salt this. We're going to let it sit. You and I, we're not going to watch that. But what I am going to show you is this. And I'll come back and we'll add some more of this to the video. We're going to turn this upside down. Now, we're going to be very careful. We're going to cut these into cubes. But we don't want to get all the way through the skin. And it doesn't matter if we go all the way down to the skin, because what's going to happen is we're going to cut these into little cubes later. So not all the way through. You can pick this up on most social medias. You can, I just picked up the recipe. I'd seen it before. Couldn't remember where the frick I saw it. So I just picked up the recipe online. This one is not done in the smoker. This one is done in the oven because, well, fuck, it's raining today. And I didn't feel like fucking with the smoker in the rain. So there we go. So I'm going to cut up the rest of these. I'm going to use some, it tells you use a little olive oil. Some of them use mustard for a binder. I'm just going to season the fuckers. Then we're going to cook them in these boats. The reason you cook them in these boats is like confit. Confit means cooking your own fucking oil. That's all it means. It's basically an oil cook. You're cooking in the oil bath. So what's happening here is I'm cooking in its own fat. So what that's going to do is it's going to make the pork extremely tender. And this is going to be great for day drinking. And day drinking today, when you see that video, we're still on it. We're making old fashions. I'm going to make a tequila old fashioned. I don't know what I'm using for bitters. And I'm not really sure about sugar syrup. I'm thinking maybe a Demerara syrup, which is just raw sugar in water. But I think we're going to smoke it. I'm thinking maybe like a cinnamon chocolate kind of thing. So we'll see. So I'll pause you. I'll give you a quick shot before we put it in the oven. But you don't need to see me cut and then just put some shit on there. All right? We'll be back. Hey! Okay, I did some shit. So here's what I'm putting in the oven, okay? But what I did for about 20, 30 minutes or so, I covered the top of this with salt. They probably said do it for about an hour or so. The bigger the pork belly, I would say 100%. So you want to leave it open to the air in the fridge overnight. So you want to get this as dry as possible. That's why I poked some holes in it, because we want to let all that moisture out. Then you cover the whole fucking thing with salt. You let that sit 20, 30 minutes. I did with the smaller ones. A larger piece, I probably go for an hour. And then you wipe all that salt off. You don't want that at all. All we want to do is get as much moisture out of the top of this as possible, because that's what's going to let you to crisp up. Because water is the enemy of crispy pork skin. So follow me. We're going to put it in the oven. Come on. Hey, stupid. You coming? Okay. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, I was trying to get the thing to move with me and it fucked up. So anyways, let me turn that off for a minute. Let me turn this around a little bit. I'm lucky this isn't a 3-minute video because I'd fuck that right up. So we want the foil below the skin line, but around the meat, because it's going to cook the meat. It's going to confit it. Like I said, confit is just cooking in its own fucking oil, like in an oil bath or whatever. And then we're gonna check this in an hour and a half. It's gonna cook for 2.5 hours. An hour and a half, we're gonna take it out. We're going to scrunch in this foil some more so it's tighter, because it should shrink. And then cook it, and then we're gonna blast it for like a half hour at a higher temperature. Look up the recipe. All right, I could probably write it down. Why the fuck would we want to do that? Technically, it's on the phone, and unfortunately, I'm cameraing with the goddamn phone. So here we go. Now, in the meantime, and I'll inject that video in the middle of this one, I'm going to make a cocktail. I'm going to go with a tequila old-fashioned. I'm going to have to taste it a couple times to see exactly what I want for bitters. This one, I don't have a steady, fast recipe for this one. I haven't done this one before. I'm making shit up as I go. You're just using the basic formula, which is spirits, sugar, water, bitters. Now, we can solve that problem with the water because we make simple syrups. Cuts that out. So then it would be just spirit, syrup, bitters. So hang in there. We'll see how the cocktail turns out. I'll show you the end of this. And hey, day's drinking, day snacking today. And we'll catch you on the flip side there, I guess. Bye. Welcome to another episode of Day Drinking with Dave. Why? Because I'm Dave and I need a goddamn drink. Anyways, still on Old Fashions this week. So, and it, once again, still Barry's Irish Festival this Friday. I've done my plug. Anyways, we're going to go with a tequila Old Fashioned today. I'm using Mi Campo Reposado. Definitely use a Reposado or an Añejo. I'm out of Añejo, so we'll go Reposado. So we got 2 ounces. Now we got 2 ounces of a Demerara sugar. Fancy word, just means sugar in the rough. God damn, I think that's my wife telling me I'm day drinking early again today. Oh well, fuck them. We're just going to continue on, folks. So I have some Aztec chocolate bitters. I'm going to put in 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 good dashes of Aztec chocolate. I'm using a smoked cinnamon. We're going to give that 4 drops, just like we would if we were making a regular old-fashioned with orange. Look, it stopped. So either they said, hey, I guess he's drinking, or B, it wasn't fucking important. So we're going to ice the glass. We're going to do something a little different with this today, too. So stir the glass. That probably was my wife. She should know I'm drinking about this time of day. Anyway, so here's a basic old-fashioned. But you want to know what? It needs a little oomph. It needs a little something. We're going to smoke the bad boy today. And today, for smoking, I have orange smoky shit. Chips. Whatever. Let's get some smoke in that glass, shall we? Why is the flames moving? Because I got the fan on. Get that smoke in there. Pop top on that bad boy. Get that smoke down below. That's going to give us another depth of flavor. So I'm using orange. You can buy a smoker kit. Then you can buy the chips. This kit came with orange. So I wanted to have this chocolatey cinnamon orange kind of deal. I don't know why. I just felt like it. And you know what? That's how cocktails come out. That's what bartenders have been doing for years. That's why the old fashioned took a long time to become standardized. Before that, everyone was making their own version. The reveal. Found you. Oh, that is so nice. Not as hefty as the one I made the other day, but oh, that is just sweetness. It is so smooth. It is so mellow. Oh, great. Sometimes you just have to experiment. Know the flavors, know the flavor of your spirits, and this is what sometimes you're going to get. So try it out for yourself. Mix and match on your bitters. Smoke, not smoke. Have a good day, drinking day. Hey, let's be experiment about there, shall we? Catch you later. Hey, we're at the final part here. So we did a prep. You see me make a cocktail. I did a lot of cleaning, as you can see. And here's what we're looking at. Here is the pork belly that came out of the oven. Now, I did 2.5 hours at 260 some degrees, 265, and then 285, and then 465 for 30 minutes to get this kind of crispy skin working. So let me take a piece of this. Now listen to what I mean. Look. Here's the problem. And I noticed this, that I didn't get all the salt off. Very salty. Now, this is not going to be a problem. I'll give it a couple more. We'll get some scrapes. We'll get all that salt off there. So that's number one. Make sure you get all the salt off. Number two, make sure you got skin. Some of these don't have a lot of skin, so the actual, I didn't get a really good crackling. It's just still gonna be fucking good. So I'm gonna go right down where I did it originally, and see, you're not hearing that crack. A little snap, but not a crack. So I didn't have a lot of skin. A couple pieces have some, but not a ton. So I didn't even notice that flew out there. No. So, damn. Really fucking good. Parts of this burned a little bit, gives you extra flavor. Kind of like when you're cooking bacon. Very thick bacon-esque. God, I need something to drink. Still dry drinking, so kind of Oktoberfest. This is by Big Ditch in Buffalo, New York. It's a good beer, really good beer. I'm an Oktoberfest hound. So what I didn't go over was the rub. So I use this smoky bourbon maple. I got this at BJ's. I got Rib Ninja. I actually got this at Walmart last year. Use whatever you want. If you don't have enough skin to make the crackers, it's still going to come out good. I'm personally just going to try this out. I'm going to pair it maybe with some Texas barbecue sauce, do a little dip action. The big part is getting all that salt off. I was extremely patient. I didn't use a full piece. And this was a great test, though. I mean, look, we're just day drinking and we're day snacking. So these little bites of goodness, perfect with cocktails, great with beer. So that's what we made today. That was our day snacking. And I wanted to make sure you guys saw the end of this. I usually have longer videos. I usually ramble along. But the big part is making sure you get all that salt off. I mean, you don't want to just eat salt. Try it. It's not hard. You can get pork belly pretty much anywhere. It makes a great snack. Probably next time, though, I will do the long method. I'll do the whole thing, and I'll put it in the smoker. That's going to solve this problem. Making sure that you let it sit overnight and dry. The other part. Moisture is the antithesis. It is the killer of cracklings. Like I said, I don't have enough skin. This one right here has got a little piece of skin. And that'll probably snap as soon as I go to cut it. Nice crackling. Because otherwise, the only way you're going to get the kind of crispiness you really want to is deep frying. I didn't feel like deep frying. So there we go. Thanks for watching. And have a good day drinking day. I hope you stayed for the whole end.